Tri-State's news leader. This is the WTVY 10 o'clock report. John Michael with news, Tom Neville with weather, and Al Roberts with sports.
Well, Tom, there were a few storms around the area this afternoon, not real heavy in most places, but a few places got pretty tough, and there was some damage done.
Well, matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and mention this before we get into the forecast. Up in Ozark, the Dale County Department of Human Resources apparently was struck by lightning in the 5 o'clock hour this afternoon, and it started a fire. They've had some extensive damage to one of the wings of the building. And again,
not going to be open.
Not going to be open. Looks like maybe for a couple of days. We'll have more hopefully on the weekend report on this. But the Dale County Department of Human Resources, again, struck by lightning and suffered some fire damage. Here's a look at the current conditions, John. 76 in Dothan at this hour. The dew point at 71. Humidity at 85%. The pressure at 30.13 and rising. Winds out of the southwest at 6. And nothing to write the folks at home about. But we got 0.02 on the rainfall this afternoon. It did manage to cool things down a little bit. The afternoon high today was 93 before the showers moved in, and the overnight low 73. Here's the forecast for the remainder of tonight. We're still looking for about a 30% chance of a scattered thunderstorm sometime this evening, but chances dying down towards midnight. And the low tonight should be around 72. Other than that, just partly cloudy, and some rain may be out there for the weekend forecast. We'll check that in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Tom. We'll be right back. Now, hopefully we don't have any of those floods coming our way, Tom. Just more of the same kind of thing we've been getting?
Not any floods in the forecast, but you never can tell because just earlier in the week we had 5 inches in a short period of time over in the Columbia and Headland area, and that type thing can happen.
Local flooding, but not widespread.
But no widespread flooding. We may see some showers and thunderstorms pop up with a couple of inches, but all in all, pretty quiet for the weekend, and it's going to be hot and muggy. We'll be back with a forecast in just a minute. Well, some rain and scattered thunderstorms did rumble through the wiregrass earlier today, but we had very few reports of any substantial showers and thunderstorms, the exception, I believe, down in the Fayette community. They received 2 inches. But other than that, light rain, generally less than 1/10 of an inch, and that's pretty much the same type pattern that we're expecting to develop over the weekend. Let's check out right now our forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy. There will be a 30% chance of showers remaining in the forecast between now and midnight. That should be dying down a little bit. Overnight low should be around 72. Then for Saturday, well, if you got weekend plans, you may want to make a plan B. But all in all, I would say we'll have more sunshine than clouds, and we may see that chance of showers mainly during the afternoon tomorrow, about a 40% chance of some rain, maybe a thunderstorm or two. Temperatures, again, on the hot and muggy side, about 96 for a daytime high. Checking out the satellite shot, and we'll roll this into motion for you. First of all, some rain at this hour is still occurring across Jefferson and Sumter counties up in the northern part of the state. Watch this stuff build up throughout the day in North Alabama. They had over a ½ inch of rain in Huntsville, and some showers over across south central Alabama, also worth mentioning. A lot of rainfall up across the upper Midwest. Very quickly, we'll move on to our maps. Here's what's going on in an area of low pressure in the northern Gulf. Still pushing some moisture northward, hot and steamy tonight and tomorrow. Hot and humid once again, and the chance of afternoon storms popping up. And as we look all the way into Sunday, the rain a little bit less widespread on Sunday, mainly to the west of us. And of course, the folks up in the upper Midwest and the Central Plains still being plagued by showers and storms all the way into the weekend. We'll be back with a look at the radar in just a minute. Well, we'll check the temperatures around the rest of the tri-state. 76 in Dothan. We're one of the coolest places out there right now. Believe that or not, a little breeze out there making it feel pretty nice, but still, with the humidity figured in right now, 92 is the apparent temperature on the body in Dothan. 79 in Montgomery is the real temperature. 81 up in Birmingham. Atlanta still checks in at 83. The overnight lows down in the 70s for the entire eastern United States. The exception, a little cool patch of 60s in the northern Appalachians. Tomorrow, back up in the 90s, mid-90s, as a matter of fact, for most of the region. It's going to be a hot one. You might want to head over to Andalusia and enjoy some domino action as they get underway with the World Championship Domino Tournament there this weekend. Hot temperatures throughout the southern United States, and really the Central Plains also very warm. Here's where that cool air is trapped, the jet stream pushing it north of the Great Lakes. That's where the storm track remains, and that's where they're having those flooding problems still. As we mentioned, into the weekend, looks like that's going to continue. Rain at this hour from the Great Lakes right on down through Illinois and Indiana over into northern Missouri. Still showers and thunderstorms. And here in Alabama, notice the flashing red there. A couple of strong storms. Greene County Reportedly, according to the radar report, there between 3 and 5 inches has fallen since noon today in Greene County. Also, Jefferson County seeing some showers and some light showers down around Freeport in the Florida Panhandle. Now, let's check our extended forecast for the rest of the weekend into the middle part of next week. Sunday, a couple of afternoon showers, and we mentioned this earlier tonight. We put rain up here each day, but we're not really looking for any widespread activity, but we are expecting those pop-up afternoon showers each afternoon and evening. Probably, well, a good chance of that right through the weekend. Temperatures in the mid-90s for highs, mid-70s for overnight lows. Well, that's a look at the weather. Kevin Benjamin has sports when we come back.
From the Tri-States News Leader, this is the WTVY 5 o'clock report. Harry Johnson with news, Tom Neville with weather, and Al Roberts with sports.
Well, I know there are storms, thunder showers all around. Before I came into the studio, it looked like a gray mass, just really headed toward the station, so I know it's around.
Yep. Well, yesterday it moved in another direction. Today it was over in Georgia, moving back into Alabama in a southeasterly pattern, or rather a southwesterly pattern. It's a little bit different movement of the rain. And there are some heavy showers in eastern Houston County at this hour. Dothan may miss it, though, tonight.
Really?
But we've had our share over the last few days. Slight chance of showers in the forecast this evening, with the holiday weekend looks hot, but a lot of sunshine. So I guess
that's good news.
Take the good with the bad. We'll
Right.
take a look ahead in a few minutes. Let's go ahead and check our current conditions at 5 o'clock. We're at 91. The dew point is 71. Humidity at 52%. The pressure is falling at 29.99. Winds out of the northwest at about 12. Some of those gusts, though, all the way up close to 20 and 25 miles per hour with this little system that's moving through right now. And just over 1/10 of an inch of rainfall fell. Actually, that was just shortly after midnight. Not much rain this afternoon for the immediate Dothan area. 30% chance of some scattered thunderstorms tonight. It should be becoming fair, though, towards midnight and early morning hours tomorrow. Low around 72. And then for Friday, partly cloudy and hot as we kick off the 4th of July weekend. We're looking for temperatures up around 96. And with the humidity, it's going to feel more like in the 110-plus bracket. So it's really going to be warm out there, and the whole weekend pretty much the same scenario. We'll talk about that in just a minute. 91 in Dothan, as we just mentioned, 93 in Montgomery, 90 in Birmingham, and in Huntsville at this hour. Quite a bit cooler over in Albany, Georgia. They've had some real gully washers in the last few hours over in southwest and south central Georgia, and that's cooled things down quite a bit in that area. Let's take a look at the temperatures around the rest of the country tonight. 70s will again go all the way up into the Ohio Valley, 60s and then 50s as you head back towards the Dakotas. And then tomorrow, 90s will be the dominant weather feature from the Carolinas all the way back over into the Four Corners region. Very warm temperatures, and again, mid-90s. And with the heat index, it's going to feel a lot warmer than that. Here's a look at our satellite shot. We're seeing some showers and thunderstorms. You can see them with this high white cloud activity right there over in southwest Georgia. Columbus had a nasty thunderstorm a couple of hours ago. Some hail reported in that area and a couple of tree limbs down. That rain extending just over into the very fringes of Houston County. Between Webb and Columbia, they're still seeing some rain at this hour and some showers down across the Florida Panhandle. The other rain has been occurring across the Ohio Valley, Illinois, and Indiana, seeing 2 to 3 inches of rain, and that's going to continue as this stationary boundary really continues to just sit there. It's not moved a whole lot for much of the week. Tomorrow, still showers and thunderstorms out of that. Scattered and isolated activity for the rest of the evening anticipated for the southeast. And then tomorrow, more sunshine back in the forecast. We got a taste of that today. Clouded up a little bit late this afternoon, but tomorrow we'll see a good deal more sunshine. That is going to be setting the trend for the weekend. We're expecting very warm and very sunny conditions for much of the holiday weekend. Well, matter of fact, let's skip this and go ahead and go to our local radar. We want to pinpoint a couple of those showers for you. We'll come back to that in a minute if we have time. But scanning 125 miles outside of the Dothan area, several showers to talk about. Most of Jackson and Washington County seeing rain in this hour. And down into Bay County, from Lynn Haven down to Panama City Beach, some pretty heavy showers still in that vicinity. And the majority of the rain at this point still over in Georgia between Columbus and Albany, and from Blakely right on down through Donaldsonville and Bainbridge, shower activity all the way over to Thomasville. And again, the heaviest showers this hour between Blakely and Donaldsonville, just over to the Lake Seminole area, and some very heavy rain still around the Chattahoochee River, around Columbia. And those showers, not too ordinary for this to be happening, but they're traveling back southwestward today. And let's take a look at our beach forecast. We'll show you what we're looking at tomorrow. Mostly sunny. There'll be a few clouds floating around and maybe a scattered shower, but not too likely around Panama City Beach. West winds near 10 knots or so, and the seas fairly light, 1 to 2 feet. Temperatures, though, really getting up there, 93, and that's with that sea breeze coming in, but so it won't feel quite too bad, but it's really going to be warm, and mid-90s to upper 90s, possibly towards the 4th of July.
Well, I can really feel evidence of it today. It was very hot. I was
Real
tired
sticky,
coming in
humid.
from lunch. Yeah, okay. Thanks,
Where
Tom.
are you out? Take it easy this weekend if you're out on that new golf course.
Oh, yes. I stayed inside today. Yeah.
Speaking of the new golf course, are we halfway through now, the series?
Of the first 9 holes, we will see the 9th hole tonight, and then we'll continue on through the Magnolia course starting at 6 o'clock. But we'll check the 9th at Highlands tonight at 10, or tonight right here,
Right
just a
here,
few
coming
minutes,
up.
and then we'll also go to Wimbledon and see what's going on.
Okay, we'll have sports next. Don't go away.